just want to put a special reading out there. It's been a while since I've done one of these. These readings for me for lately, I feel like they've been kind of intense. I feel like they've gone on pretty long. And so I'm pretty sure this one's probably going to end up the same way. We're probably looking at a good hour here. But we'll see. Sometimes it comes out pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a minute depending on the situation. So this is going to be just a special reading for whoever needs to hear it. I'm just going to open myself up here. So we'll see what comes through. I have some different oracle cards that we're going to use, but we're going to start here with the Essential Tarot, and then we're going to move on to the Enchanted Map Oracles and the 7 Energy Oracles, Energy of the 7 Oracles, which I never can still get the name of right. I don't know why. I struggle with that so bad. Okay, guys, so this is a piece of good, pretty little hefty clear quartz crystal. I decided to use that since this will probably bring some clarity here. Hopefully. Okay, let's get started. So I know I said I was going to start with tarot, but I kind of actually want to start with these Enchanted Map Oracles. I feel like this is going to kind of give me a more of a storyline of what we're dealing with here before we move on to tarot itself. So be thinking about any kind of answers that you're seeking in this reading, anything that you feel like you need clarity on. Be thinking about this. Any kind of sign that you want to ask for to know that this is for sure your reading. Okay, pile one. Pile one. Viewer, please. Special viewer. What does the viewer need to know? Number 44, Strength. What does the viewer need to know? Wow, guys. Rock Bottom. What does the viewer need to know? And Wizard of Awareness. These are strong. Okay. Let's get some of these. I'm going to go ahead and get everything out, to be honest, before I go ahead and start in. So if you want to fast forward, be my guest. Body and Soul, number 5. Opening to Discovery, number 34. I'm going to grab a couple of these. I have Healing, Here and Now. Okay, let's get some tarot. I know I'm being super quiet, guys, and this is kind of different from what I normally do, but I'm really trying to tune into what's already out on the table. I have the Moon in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, I have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, I have the Ace of Swords, clarify the Moon in reverse, have the King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse to clarify the Two of Coins. Swords in reverse, please. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse to clarify the Two of Swords in reverse and also the Three of Wands. The Chariot in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, energy, you have the Emperor. Emperor energy here. Divine Masculine energy. You have the Tower in reverse under that with the Magician in reverse. Okay. Okay. Let's get into this, shall we? I do apologize up here for the glare. There. That's what we're just going to have some middle space here. I'm sure we can fill that up with something here shortly. Oh, you know what? We can move these up. That'll be better. Okay. So, let's talk, okay? Let's talk, because there is a super situation here at hand. So, I want to start with this acknowledgement that Spirit's kind of wanting you to understand that you're actually exactly where you're supposed to be. And I think that's one of the things that's one of your main concerns here. It's just hard. The place that you're at is not somewhere that you necessarily want to be. I don't feel like anybody kind of wants to be in this place that you're in. But you are there and you're there for a reason. I think you've kind of ran into a brick wall at this point. And you kind of don't know your way up from down. You've kind of closed yourself into this space. And even if for some of you, you aren't the one. Do you see my candles just... It just went crazy, didn't it? Huh. Okay. You may feel as if you're kind of falling apart. You aren't the one that you feel like kind of put you in this position, even though you do feel like there are mistakes that you've kind of made along the way. You could have even listened to the wrong people and kind of are having a hard time listening to your own inner guidance, which is a message that's coming through clearly that you need to kind of work on. I think that you're in this place to where you want to keep kind of pushing forward, but you feel as if kind of you have the world on your back. You know, you feel like you're carrying this huge weight because you're in a position to where, I mean, you just feel like you have bad luck every time you turn around. You feel like every time you try to start a new path in a positive direction, there's a brick wall there. It keeps kind of stopping you or closing you off. And I think that you have this, there's something here about you feeling like you have this need to kind of seek advisors or seek some kind of help when it comes to how to grow from here, where to move from here. I think that there's a message here that you're starting to kind of connect more with your inner self and kind of reflecting on things of maybe possible opportunities that you've passed up because you didn't feel like you have everything that you needed at the time, or you were trying to kind of hold something together, and in turn that actually turned around and ended up sabotaging yourself. I think that you feel like you're someone that's always kind of in a place to where you follow those guidelines, and they don't necessarily end up in the right way. And I think this is very frustrating for you. And you're at this point now to where you're saying to yourself, you know, I have nothing to do at this point other than to kind of sit here and heal past these past situations, hoping that some sort of idea or some sort of opportunity will come to me in the future. I think that and for some, this is going to look in different forms for everybody. For some of you, this could be your love life. For some of you, this could be a career. For some of you, this could be some kind of significant change that you're trying to have in your life. This is a transformation that you desperately want, and you want to be this leader here, this emperor, right? This is your overall energy. You want to take action here. You want to be in this position to where you have this stability and you can accomplish things for yourself. You don't have to kind of use anyone or speak to anyone or about what it is that you want to do. You want to be in this powerful place. But there's things that you've been carrying along with you, things that you've needed to heal from. And without healing from those certain things, you find yourself keep falling into bad luck. You keep falling into a place to where there's closed doors every time you turn around, and you just keep kind of repeating the same cycle, or feeling like you just have bad luck and you don't have any control at a point when it gets to that wall that goes up. But what you're recognizing here, what's behind this, is the fact that sometimes you do this to yourself, and it's from these unhealed wounds that you've been carrying, and this lack of being able to kind of really trust your own inner guidance and listening to that, and constantly feeling like you don't have what it takes, constantly feeling like you are in a place of lack, whether that's lacking the energy, lacking the confidence, lacking the abilities. It's just, it all centers around the worth that you have within yourself. And I feel like that's what sets you up for failure every time. Even when it comes to relationships, if you see yourself in a relationship where you feel like that person's, too good for you in some kind of way, or that person, why should they love you? Why do they love you? There's got to be something wrong with them, because there's many things that are wrong with you. It goes back to this self-worth. And I think some of you don't feel that necessarily like you're that person that does that, or you have a lack of worth. But if you're really truly being honest with yourself, when you have that rejection take place, whether that's in your relationships or within your life in some kind of way, you still are hard on yourself. You still look at yourself and try to figure out what it was that you did wrong in that situation. Now, I'm not saying there's not things that you don't do wrong. I think listening to your intuition's part of what you're doing wrong here, but having a hard time knowing what that is at times, because you have this anxieties that build up and kind of scatter at all your intuitions that's screaming at you, and then you don't know which is which. I think that you are definitely someone that carries a lot of doubt with you, and it's becoming the biggest problem for you to be able to move forward on a good path for yourself and not find yourself sitting at a closed door. I think that you have a lot of things. Maybe you possibly have a lot of different ideas that you're struggling with, a lot of different even maybe you have a lot of responsibilities on your plate. But I feel like there could be a place to where you feel like a lot of things are kind of up in the air for you, or you're basically tied into two options of some sort. But you're going through this process in life without being able to, even though you have this intuitive knowing that's there, not being able to really fully connect with that, because there's always this feeling of, I'm not good enough, or I just always have bad luck, or it never works out for me, or nobody is, the right person for me, because there's no way they could love me like that. There's something wrong with them, or they have to be lying to me in some kind of way. That can really devastate a relationship when you don't have enough self-worth, if you're looking for that validation. If you don't see yourself as being someone that is worthy, then you're going to start to look at that other person like they're in some way deceiving you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a self-sabotage. I mean, it's in one of the worst ways. And for some of you, I feel like you're listening to this and you're saying, this is something that I've gotten over. This is something I've recognized within myself. But how do I kind of get to that point to where I'm not doing that to myself? And it's a work in progress. It's not something that you can completely change overnight. But you need to be able to connect and identify with what you need to heal here from your past. That's what's going to really open up the door here for you. That's what's going to really give you that key to freedom that you need. But you have to be able to stay in the present moment to be able to do that. And I think a lot of you really you're constantly looking at the future of what's to come. And which is, again, a way of those anxieties that kind of start to come in and build up, and it keeps you halted. It keeps you from being able to move forward in a positive way. I'm going to get some more actually to do with this healing, but I want to say that, you know, part of this message over here is, I feel like, advice here from Spirit. And, you know, they're saying kind of here that you need to be able to get into this balanced place within your body, within your soul. And that's what's most important to you right now. And that goes back to that healing, your worth, what you're worthy of. If you've been someone that has experienced in your past, in any kind of way whatsoever, a lot of people abandoning you, a lot of rejection, a lot of, whether this was rejection by choice, rejection by just circumstance, whatever that was, but you've felt alone a lot, then you're someone that's going to feel as if you're just not good enough. I'm just not good enough, or I just have bad luck. It never kind of works out for me. Every time I feel like I get to a place to where I'm comfortable or happy, something always happens that destroys it. And it's funny when you have that, when you go through that and you feel that way, it's kind of embedded in you. And that's what you're always looking for. You're always looking for that bad thing. Bad thing's coming. That bad thing's coming. Even when you feel like you're on a good road and you're like being successful, it's like that fear just is behind you. And even though you're moving, that fear is on your butt, right? And it's just behind you and it catches up to you. And then it gets too scary for you at a point to where those anxieties, it comes with too, that the more you gain, then the more scarier it is, because the worse you feel about it, losing it, and how horrible that's going to be if you lose it. So you almost start to sabotage it within yourself, even though you really don't realize you're doing it, because that fear starts to kind of just take over you, and it pulls you back with it. You know, it just destroys you. You know, they say when we have the more things, it's, you know, let's just use money as an example. The more money you have, the better or well off you are, right? Well, naturally, but also the more money you have, the more stuff that you're probably going to end up buying, or more responsibilities that you're going to end up taking on. So then the worries, your anxiety or your worry kind of, I would feel like, would increase more, because you have more worry of losing what you have. You have all those more responsibilities. You know, more things come in that give you a chance to, or a scarcity mindset of losing that. And it's just like more and more and more and more weight. And once it starts to build up, I feel like for you, once it starts to kind of build up, even if this is in the way of a relationship, once that relationship starts to build, or you start to get that attachment, it's like, then you start to let fear get the best of you. And then that's when it kind of just starts, you know? I feel like you really are trying to see the truth, or you've kind of starting to pick up on that you do this. And I feel like, you know, I feel like there's a sense of you where you're just not being fully honest with yourself and how you kind of have healed past things. I think there's a lot of stuff that you say, you know, I'm over that kind of stuff, or that stuff's done and over with. That's old, you know, it's not important now. I'm beyond it. You know, it made me stronger here. You know, that's one of the most, to me, that's one of the most, I don't even know how you would say it. It's just kind of a different thing to say here. Look, my tea that I have over here, the tag on it says, "He who wants a rose must respect the thorn." Well, okay, I don't know why I felt the need to read that, but I like that. It's kind of like what I was talking about, you know, acquiring more things. If you want that much beauty in your life, if you want something like love in your life, if you want something like success in your life, you're going to have to respect those thorns that you have to climb over. But what I was referring back here to the strength and the healing, and when you experience things, I think some of us think, you know, well, they made me stronger. Well, technically, they only made you stronger if you dealt with it, if you addressed it, if you know how those wounds are affecting you today. What part of that are you carrying with you today? That's how it makes you stronger. It's the self-awareness that makes the difference. It's not that you got over this. It's not that you've came through this. I mean, that does take strength. That's not what makes you stronger moving forward. What makes you stronger moving forward is the recognition of that, putting that tie together and having the self-awareness. That's how you move forward. That's where you gain strength. If you're just burying things and not fully addressing them and reflecting on them now, you know, there's a lot of things that we can go through in our lives years and years and years ago, and that we buried, or that happened, we experienced it, we went through it, and we moved on, but we never want to address it again. Then you're not giving yourself an opportunity to look at things in a different perspective. Because the older you get, the more experiences you get, the more experiences you have under your belt, the more evolved you get, the more capable you are of being able to look back, to turn around and look back at those incidences that happened to you in these eyes that you're experiencing things in now, and you can gain a new perspective of that. You'll see different things. That's how you see the tie. That's how you see the awareness. That's how, when you acknowledge how whatever that was and how that affected who you are now, because you know who you are now. You know what your shadows are. You know what those things are about yourself. That's where that strength comes from. But until you turn around and go back and look at it, you're never going to be able to know it, and you can't correct anything that you're in right now, the here and now, anything that you're experiencing that's keeping you at that dead end, that's keeping you at rock bottom, that's keeping you in a place where you can't have new opportunities in your life, that you can't express love here in your life. So until you go back, look at those things, and you start to have those self-awarenesses take place, then when you get into a position to where you start to have anxiety, fear catches up with you, you know how to deal with that fear. You can turn around and look at fear and say, I know why you're here. You're not welcome. And you know what, I'm not going to sabotage this one. This one I'm going to deal with this one. I think that everything's going to be all right. I know why you're here. I know why you're coming up. I know why I'm fearful of things. And I'm not going to let that fear get the best of me. What I'm going to do is I'm actually use that fear and the reason why I push forward. You know, we can use, this is the thing that I've kind of figured out. We can actually use any of those, what they call toxic emotions. You can use any of those and turn them around into something good. And I think that you're capable, we are all capable of this. But I think that you are most definitely capable of this. And I think this is something that would help you mentally to be able to push forward in situations. You can use fear and turn it into things that can actually benefit you, that will bring you luck, bring you success. You know, being afraid but doing it anyways. Triumph over that fear and use that fear as a reason. You know what? I'm feeling really fearful right now. I'm feeling really scared that this is going to not be good. It must be something great. Now, I'm not talking about somebody standing in a dark alley and being fearful of that. I'm talking about when you want to make a choice in your life with the Two of Swords in reverse here, and you feel completely indecisive. You can't make a choice. And so you end up walking away from opportunities because of that fear of what that future would look like. This is the one I'm talking about. And you can say to yourself, the reason that I'm feeling the fear that I'm feeling is because I'm fixing to make a big choice. And this fear, I could turn this fear into excitement of moving forward and what's to come in the future. Because look at everything, okay? You have to think about every decision that you make in your life. There's always going to be a negative and always going to be a positive. It can go either way. So why not go ahead and put your mindset in the positive, regardless if fear is there or not. Address the fear, address what could happen, and then say, but it could also be this way. What would you rather not take a chance missing out on? You know? Is it more important for you not to take that chance to gain something great? Because the fear's too much. I have to turn around and leave. I can't do this. Or is that big thing that you want so bad, that opportunity big enough and great enough that you're going to do it regardless of how fearful you are of it not working out? You know, bigger risk, bigger reward. In a way, you know? It's a choice. It's a choice. And for those of you that this is pertaining to a relationship, and this could be for both, I mean, if you're just this way and you kind of do this in both scenarios, then I feel like you have this desire to want to be able to move in a more positive direction, or really be able to take the reins when it comes to love and when it comes to being able to express your emotions. And I think that that's kind of hard for you. I think that you've been probably burned a lot in relationships, and I think that you're probably very wounded. I'm gonna get some more tarot, they say, for that. And I think that maybe there's a part of you that wants to have too much control in that situation and not really being able to allow yourself to experience it. There's a song, my mother used to sing it all the time. I had it, she passed away, but I had my first marriage, she sang it. It's called The Rose, and I don't remember who it's by. I think different people sing it. I don't remember who it's originally by, but it talks about kind of what, yeah, walking away. It talks about love, and it talks about, you know, roses having thorns. I might leave the link to it below if I can find it. I feel like it would help you understand a concept of love and taking that risk. Yeah, stepping up to where you feel like you don't have control. I feel like for you, not having control in a situation is the most scariest thing for you. Yeah. Devil in reverse. You need to release this. It's keeping you trapped. Okay. Let's find out more. I want to know the Ace of Swords. That was fast. So I think that you're in a place to where you don't know what really to work on from here. I feel like you've put a lot of effort into a lot of different things for yourself, new ideas, perhaps even, and you want to kind of free yourself in that place. I think you're in a position to where you want to listen to your inner voice and what it is that you need to kind of push forward with, how to make progress in a situation, and going off of the idea that you've come up with instead of, you know, again, letting those fears kind of hold you back. Tell me more about this Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The Nine of Coins. You're someone that's really trying to push forward as far as wanting this abundance or independence, or just being able to accomplish things on your own here and being on this right path. You're wanting to come out of feeling like you have this lack. I feel like you're in a place to where you're wanting to have positive change here overall in your life. Good fortune coming to you in your life. But then you get to this King of Swords in reverse, and it's like, I don't feel good about this. I don't know. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I should kind of decide what's best for me. What's easiest for me. What can I handle in this situation? Tell me more about this Three of Wands in reverse. A Three of Pentacles. You have there's a little bit of tug on you that you're kind of afraid to kind of commit to anything solid as far as your future goes. I think that you find yourself very indecisive, and you end up kind of feeling like maybe whatever decision you're going to make or path that you're wanting to go down may not be exactly what it seems to be, and then you're going to end up regretting that later, so you just don't commit. I mean, fear is definitely something that is holding you back from a lot of from movement in your life. From using that key for that freedom and opening to discovery there. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Sun. You're someone that's not really necessarily clear on what you really want out of a relationship. I feel like you actually don't know what you feel like a relationship, a good relationship would look like for you. What kind of possibilities do you feel like? What do you want from someone? I think that there's a lack of being able to, you don't feel like any relationship probably that you've gotten in, or you don't feel like love itself is something that will ever be truly successful at. You have a fear. There's a fear and a doubt that goes into any kind of love for you, and it's because you feel like love could be probably the most scariest thing to you, because there is no control there. You have no control when it comes to love. You know, sometimes we can't control how we care about someone else. We can't control that we love someone else. And sometimes, you know, obviously we can't control how other people love and care about us either. And I think that is one of the most scariest things for you. Tell me more about the Sun. The Four of Cups. So I feel like you just keep rejecting a lot of offers of love in your life, a lot of opportunities to express yourself, because you doubt and you have this fear developed over this ability to have that in your life and it work out in a good way. But I mean, some of you, you're still kind of trying to figure out what it is exactly that you want. And it could result as a part of you that where the relationships haven't just worked out for you at all. Like you keep finding yourself in relationships that don't meet your needs in some kind of way. And you don't even really know what you want. If you even want a relationship. Okay. Can you tell me more about this healing? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Give yourself patience when it comes to your healing. Give yourself time. There could be a mother wound here with this being the Queen of Pentacles. Because she is the mother, or this could be even a spouse of some sort. But something that you're healing from is it could be someone that is grounded, someone that's very significant in your life that you have experienced some sort of trauma with. But definitely, guys, for most of you, I'm seeing that this could be some kind of mother wound that you're still holding on to, a childhood issue that needs revisiting here. That's kind of part of what's keeping you in this, keeping you, holding you back. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Two of Cups in reverse. I mean, this could be someone that you saw as, I mean, this is self-love. You need to have patience with yourself when it comes to your worth. We talked about in the beginning of your spread, and I'm going to get some advice about that as well. But you having this compassion for yourself and having patience with your healing process is a very big thing that you need to focus on, okay? Moving forward. Having patience with yourself. I think that you get frustrated with yourself a lot because you keep finding yourself at rock bottom, or this place to where things don't work out for you. And this is a reminder to have that patience with yourself and show yourself the compassion and love that you deserve, which you do. But this could also be just a breakup here with someone, this Queen of Pentacles. Or this could even be just a disconnect that you felt with this Queen of Pentacles. You could have felt an abandonment from this person in some kind of way. If this is a mother, this is what this is kind of insinuating, with this being the Two of Cups in reverse. You still have a distrust in this situation, because this is a card of being distrust, not trusting someone that you felt like was a partner to you in some kind of way, or someone that you were just really closely connected with. And there was some kind of distrust that took place here. It could be part of what you need to go revisit. This could look in the way of a mother that you had, that you distrust in some kind of way, and there's still not any kind of harmony resolved in that. But maybe something that you've kind of buried. Two of Cups in reverse, please. Woo! Look at that. Five of Swords. There's a conflict that took place with this person here. And you know, you've kind of felt like you kind of walked away from the storm. You may have just had conflict with this person in some kind of way, and this disconnect took place here, and you just kind of walked away from that. There's something here, a wound that you need to revisit, okay, when it comes to that. You may have caused some heartbreak here, or you may have felt heartbroken. You may have made the decision to kind of walk away from this. I mean, there's a loss that's here. I feel like you kind of just chose to walk away from this storm, not wanting to look at the heartbreak that this caused and just kind of walk away from it. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Look at that, guys. I can't make this up, man. King of Pentacles in reverse. Counterparts here. Yeah, you're still healing past this. You're still healing past this situation. You had some kind of conflict here with someone, and I mean, I feel like, honestly, I feel like you are more this King of Pentacles because you're coming up here as the Emperor. But take it how it resonates for your situation. But there's definitely an idea that there's just a disharmony here. There's a disconnection here with someone, and you may have felt like you're walking away from this. There's conflict here, and you've just walked away from this situation. You don't feel like you have any control in this situation again. And that's part of what's so unsettling to you. You may feel as if there's some stubbornness that goes into this, guys. The King of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. I mean, there's some serious, there's conflict here. Now, this could be 3 different scenarios. I'm gonna repeat all of them, okay? This could be, for some of you, this could be a spouse that you felt like you had no control with, or that was being stubborn in this situation, that you had a disagreement with, okay? And you kind of just left that heartbreak and just kind of got out of that situation. But you're not facing the heartbreak that was caused there. For some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is part of what needs to be healed. And there's a disconnect that went on, that a separation, a breakup, something happened here between you and this person. And it was a result of some sort of conflict that took place. And the conflict could have been pertaining to a Knight of Pentacles. So this could be an ex from this person of some sort, because these are counterparts here. And could be someone that they were with long term, because these are the Pentacles. These are right before you get to the Emperor and the Empress. The Page of Swords in reverse is telling me this could be pertaining to something that you just overthought. Could be part of gossiping that took place. Or something that was just hasty communication from this other person resulted in this conflict in some kind of way. But this is something that they're wanting to address, because this right here, guys, I really feel like part of the healing that needs to take place has to do with the fact that I think that you may be carrying some abandonment wounds. You may be carrying some betrayal wounds along with you into this kind of relationship that caused you to have this conflict take place in the first place. I'm actually going to I want to get one more card for that. Can you give me some more information? Okay, that was fast. Trust. Okay, so there you go. It has to do with trust. It has to do with you not being able to trust in a situation. And I'm going to say again what I said before, because it's somebody's story here. This has to do with something to do with a mother, whether this is abandonment, betrayal, something that you felt like you were in this understanding with, and some kind of conflict took place in your past, okay? And it's keeping you with this inability to be able to trust in any kind of situation. You know, we talked about sabotage. You overthinking. I mean, this is someone that's overthinking. Tell me more about trust. What else can you tell me about this situation? Second chance. Okay. This relationship deserves a second chance. You may be someone that's contemplating healing a situation with someone, and you keep overthinking if you want to kind of take that opportunity to do that. For some of you. That's not all of you. Tell me more about this second chance. Okay, 2 cards they wanted to give me. Acceptance and mastery. Okay. They're kind of insinuating once you get kind of past into a more stronger position for yourself and how you feel about yourself and heal in a certain way, then you'll have more confidence in trusting if you want to kind of give this person a second chance. If you're wanting to kind of do that. But definitely there's going to be an energy of you having this acceptance for everything happens for a reason, and that you've learned whatever lesson here is that you need to learn from that. Because I do feel like obviously this person was in your life for a reason, to teach you something, and it could have to do with trust and second chances. I mean, it could. For some of you, there's a longing energy here. Someone's secretly yearning from you, in denial and protected and true love and spiritual lessons. Definitely, I feel like there is some kind of love here around you. We already see that here with your true love is already a part of your life here and now. But you're being, protected in the situation. Or you may feel as if you're protecting yourself by denying this longing feeling that you feel. And that's only for some of you. But I'm going to get one more. Can I have just one more? Sum this up, please. Boundaries. No, firm boundaries are needed now. This has been coming through a lot in my readings lately. But, I mean, I have the same people watch my readings, so does it make sense, huh? Boundaries. You have to know and you have to understand when you need to kind of put up walls with someone and when you don't. And that's the whole point here, I feel. Do you need to put up walls with this person, or is there an ability to trust in this situation and give this person a second chance? But until you get to a point to where you feel like you have your decision making and fear under control, it's always going to keep you stuck in this place. If this is someone you're wanting to go back to, until you accept and you master this skill, then and heal, you're not going to be able to heal this situation here. You have to know when you can let down those walls. And I don't feel like that you're quite there. I feel like you don't trust in situations because you always feel like it's just going to go wrong for you. We have soulmate that's slipped up, that's up here. So this could be a soulmate. Okay, this isn't even supposed to be in this deck, but it says support. It's the number 4, which is the divine masculine energy. Yeah. A soulmate and support. This has been coming out so much in my readings. I feel like this person could be someone in your life that is meant to kind of support you in some kind of way. Guys, we also have marriage. This is the sacred union card. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union and decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Well, there's a clear message about you giving someone here a second chance, and you have to get past this trusting issue. Heal past this trusting issue. This is a soulmate that could be someone in your life to support you. Like I said, you could be making a decision whether you want to unite, have this union with this person or not. Okay. All right. Stability and finances, integrity, forgiveness, and new love. Guys, come on, man. Come on. Forgiveness, integrity, finances, stability, decision, and marriage. You want to get to a place to where you feel stable and you have everything that you kind of need before you decide on moving towards this person. But you can't get to that place. You can still keep hitting this wall over and over if you don't resolve these wounds that you're carrying that's causing you to self-destruct, or that's causing you to hold yourself back. That fear that keeps kind of just holding you still. Okay. So, Page of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, which is a card of forgiveness. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse with the Five of Wands in reverse. Again, it's coming up again. And the Five of Cups in reverse with strength. Definitely you feel like, you may feel, I mean, this is about acceptance as well. Accepting a situation so that you can move forward. The Five of Wands, respecting one another's differences or resolving a conflict. The Queen of Cups, this could be with the Queen of Cups energy. But this is about kind of bottling up your emotions. Seven of Swords. This is about, I feel like you want to come clean, or you want to have a resolution here. You want to be able to express yourself. You want things to kind of turn around. And the Page of Cups is that offer, that forgiveness like we saw. But you're holding yourself back because of everything we talked about. Okay. Let's see what this person would say. What would this person say? What would this person say? I fantasize about you. They wouldn't tell you that. That's a shadow card. Okay, so this person's feeling like them fantasizing about you is not necessarily a good thing for them, because it is a shadow card. They're seeing it as it being bad. Possibly because because you're disconnected. Oh my gosh. I feel the sexual tension. This person is very much so fantasizing about you. They feel a lot of tension when it comes to that. And I do love you. So, okay. That about sums it up. They still fantasize about you. And they also do love you. They want you to know that. But they are thinking about you in that way. Your intellect arouses me. This person is very much so attracted to you. If you've worried about that, and that's part of that self-worth that kept coming through, this person, you don't have to, if you wanted to know, does this person think I'm attractive? Is this person sexually attracted to me? Do they find me intellectually, I cannot say that word, intellectually. Still doesn't sound right, but whatever. Do they connect with me on an intellectual level? Yes, they do. And yes, they do love you. Good grief. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell. And I want you. We get it. Can you say anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say? I know we have a soul connection. And it's right on top of that soulmate energy. And I've been struggling. Okay, so there's a little bit of truth behind that. Person's kind of funny. So they have been struggling. I think they wouldn't express this to you so much though. This person, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Yeah, this person's struggling here. I'm so attracted to you. Good grief. This person really likes you a lot. They love you. They're very attracted to you. There's a heavy desire here from this person. They feel, and they feel a deep connection here with you, but they're struggling. And that's one of the reasons I think this person's struggling. And then they might not admit this to you because this is a shadow card. I don't think that they want to admit this to you. This person doesn't want to seem too vulnerable, and for some reason here. Why is that? Let's just ask that question, shall we? Why is that? Why is this person struggling with this? I mean, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. They're having a hard time feeling inspired to move forward, and they're having a hard time being able to work on new things. They still desire some sort of union here with you, and it keeps them in a place to where they're kind of stuck with, this struggle between these intense feelings that they feel here for you and this love that they have here for you, and feeling this connection, but having to move forward, having to let go. It's extremely hard for them, but they're trying. They're in a page energy, so it's like they're at the first level of trying to kind of move forward, trying to kind of forget things, trying to have that driven energy, hoping for, good things to come for them. They're in this place. It's just really hard for them to be in this place because they just feel all this still here for you. We have the Three of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Parting ways, and there's that King of Cups. So we have double counterparts out now that we've seen. Yeah, this is an expression of what I've already repeated with this person. This is a struggle here. Yeah, they know that there needs to be a significant change here because they've been carrying this burden of this relationship, I think, for a long time, and this disconnect for a long time. They're in a position to now where they're kind of giving up on this situation here with you, giving up on this King of Cups, and just parting ways with this Three of Cups in reverse. There's a lack of any kind of emotional growth in this connection, and this person has felt alone, or this person has felt pushed away. This is a parting ways energy, isolation, where you're pushed out of a friendship group, you're pushed away from someone emotionally, and this person's having this change. They're breaking themselves free. They're trying to break themselves free from what they felt like they had, which is that Ten of Pentacles. And this could be family, guys. This could be a spouse, okay? For some of you, that's not going to resonate for everybody. I don't want y'all to take that and think it's not your reading. It's just that you have the counterparts out here, and now the Ten of Pentacles is the family with the King and Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, that could look in that way, but they felt like they had this abundance here with you. And then they had to kind of change things up, and they're trying to break themselves free of keeping themselves stagnant. And they know that they need to release this burden, but they're not happy about it. It's a struggle. It's hard for them. It's hard for them to change this and to give up on this situation here with you. They still see you as this King of Cups upright. Regardless of this five of swords that we saw, they still see you in this way, but they're trying to part ways and isolate themselves here. Okay, so let's get some advice. I want to see I just want to grab some of these for some reason. I don't know why I feel called to these. Tell me more advice, please, for call or for the viewer. Advice, please, for the viewer. Truth, trust, guys. No kidding. Trust. So number 37. So that's a 10. That's a completion of a cycle. There's a call here for you to trust in this situation. Give me some more. What else? Soul connection again, guys. This is definitely a divine connection here. I mean, they're telling you to trust this connection. They're telling you to trust this. This is the second time we've seen soulmate. And trust and truth. I mean, I can't make this up. I can't. Y'all see me, I'm shuffling these cards, and this comes out what's coming out. True love. No kidding. You've got to be kidding me. Are you for real? That's crazy. We saw this already once. And we saw it twice, actually. Insane, insane. There's strings at the bottom of the deck. So you could still have strings attached to this person in some sort of way. That may be something that you can use to spark some kind of new idea. They're asking you to have respect for this person. Respect this person. Respect this connection. However that looks for you guys. Y'all, if this is someone in your life that you're just saying, no way, no way, no way. If you're saying that, this is not your reading, okay? It's just not. It's just not your reading. Either you're not at that point yet because of everything else that you're kind of healing from, or this is just not your reading. This is not the right person, okay? So, but there's true love here, and they're asking you to trust this connection. What else? Let's see what the future holds. I just saw express and sexual union. It's very much so this person may end up getting what they want here. Good grief. Okay. Future, new love. So you're going to have a new opportunity here in love. We have the Ace of Cups here, but you're not looking at it currently. There's express. Currently, you're rejecting that. Express, time to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, all these came out at once. I'm actually not going to take these because I wasn't thinking about the question. I was thinking about something else. So I want to be mindful here. So future of the connection. What else? The future of this connection here. Yes. Okay, there you go. Wow. Union card again. Union card again. This could definitely be an ex, guys, because this marriage thing keeps popping up. I mean, this could very much so also be something that leads to marriage, or some kind of commitment here, but definitely union. I mean, we couldn't get any better than this. You really couldn't. Trust the new love. Trust this new love or potential love connection. Express this soulmate energy. Have a heart-to-heart conversation here. And commit. An agreed upon union between lovers in true love. I mean, if you were looking for a sign in this reading, I think you got it. We have transformation, a breakthrough is coming soon, very soon, and there it is. There it is. It came out anyways. Had to show itself, huh? I do feel like things are obviously going to change here in this connection very soon. And it may be surprising to you. And I think you're going to have an opportunity here. An opportunity to express yourself. They're asking you to trust in that. This person really does love you. I think that you've questioned that a lot. I mean, they basically say, I do love you here. True love came out with 3 times. Yeah, you're just having a hard time trusting in this, and it comes from what we talked about in the beginning of your reading. More advice for Paul, or for the viewer. I keep saying that. More advice for the viewer, please. 2 cards came out. Okay, we have be real. So you need to be real. You need to be open and express your truth here. Full moon in Aquarius. And then keep your heart open. Wow. First quarter moon in Libra. Yeah, I feel like justice is going to take place here in this connection, guys. For sure. I feel it. I feel justice is going to end up happening and taking place in this connection. They're asking you to trust in this situation, which is something that's very hard for you to do. This person's struggling, and this person's trying to let you go, but it's very hard for this person to do that because of this. They feel a lot of desire for you. They do. And they feel a lot of love for you. They feel this true love. They feel this connection here with you. And they're trying to let that go. And it's going to take some time for this person to do that. There's an opportunity here for you to transform things if that's what you want. But you have to trust them. You have to trust this connection. You have to trust this as true love. And be real and honest and open your heart up. If this is what you want. Okay. I'm going to take this one right here. Okay, fine. They're calling me to this one, but I didn't want to take 2. But I'll regret it if I don't, probably. I don't think I've ever seen this card. It has the moon on it. It says, "You shine brightly." Okay. Dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in the higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty so that you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for your highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes when you pray sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you. Your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, you are listening intently to your prayers, and we want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. So there you go. I mean, you could be being this rock bottom in strength, someone that's really kind of looking to your higher guidance here with this Wizards of Wisdom, kind of calling, praying and praying and praying, but you're not really opening yourself up to what's right in front of you, not seeing what's in front of you, not seeing what could be the good. If you're praying and praying for something and then you get that opportunity, but all you can see is the negative of it, and then you back out, well, then you're missing out on that manifestation for your highest good that's right in front of your face. And you're going to keep doing that if you keep letting fear eat you alive, feeding off of everything that you do. You are loved. Dearest you, we're sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken for you to reach some of the goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest that you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibrations of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality. But we know that happy rewards are on their way to you even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet compliments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving to any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel it? Yeah. So they're acknowledging the fact that there's been disappointments there. But again, like I said before with this card, every time they throw something good at you, you could sabotage it. I mean, it's just the reality of it. It's a reality of how fear kind of keeps us stuck. So I'm actually going to get some charms instead of key cards today for tonight. I just saw 111 on the timer. You're on the right path. Keep listening to your gut. Keep listening to your heart. That's a significant message up here with body and soul for me right off the bat, is to listen to your intuition. Tune in, clear out the chaotic stuff, and tune in. So we landed on 4, which is that stability. It's also boundaries for me. For some reason, I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. So it's kind of like those boundaries need to change, seeing the 5 here. And so that you can kind of receive what you need to receive here. Yeah. Significance on you learning when you should put up walls and when you can put down walls. We have the mermaid here. This is a call for you to kind of go with the flow of this cycle. I think there's some kind of cycle here that needs to come to a close. It's going to continue to keep you stuck, keep you seeing in the same exact spot over and over and over until you decide to go with the flow of that and push through and quit resisting so much. I have the owl. So again, that wise energy, that all-knowing is coming to mind. And again, I'm seeing the circle, the cycle. I feel like there's definitely a more wisdom to gain with working with others, okay? 3s are very significant here for you. You may see the number 3 a lot, maybe 333 a lot, which you need to pay attention to because that's actually the number of mind, body, and soul. Don't neglect one for the other. So it's asking you again with this body and soul to reconnect and be in alignment. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through stillness. Quiet your mind. It's in those quiet moments in your mind where clarity comes. When you have a bunch of chaos about a situation and not knowing what to do, and there's a lot of like illusions that are playing into that, it keeps you from being able to be clear about what your intuition is trying to tell you, what your higher wisdom here is trying to express. It's there inside of you. You just have to be quiet and listen, okay? So this is actually, for me, I call this the Empress staff because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like the Empress staff in one of my tarot decks. And I think that this is a call for you to kind of, 2 things here. This could have to do with an Empress energy since you came out as the Emperor, divine feminine energy, but this is also you connecting with your divine feminine itself. Connecting with your feminine side and having those emotions come out, expressing this. This is a heart-to-heart conversation. This is an emotional kind of conversation here. And expressing that is something that you need to find the ability to be able to do. And they're saying it's here. All you have to do is take the staff, right? All you have to do is take it. Take control of that. I think there's some doubt whether you can do that, but you can. Have the hummingbird here. Hummingbirds may be significant. You may see hummingbirds a lot. You got a lot of the really good charms, to be honest with you. But hummingbirds, you know, there may be some noise around you. There may be some things in your ear, some people in your ear that are also kind of keeping you stuck. You need to kind of clear out that static, okay? You don't always have to listen to everybody. You don't always have to put everybody else's perspective and understanding into consideration. Sometimes the only way we can move forward is to listen to our own inner guidance. I recommend it all the time. I recommend it all the time because when we go with someone else's advice about a situation who's only, thinking about your situation maybe 5 minutes of the day, whereas you're thinking about it 24/7, and we're going off of what they said about it or whatever it was, we're really giving our power away, aren't we? We're not really listening to our own inner guidance. We're letting other people kind of get in the way of that. And it's okay to take that somebody says and kind of analyze it or go through it, but it's also very important that you acknowledge the fact that that person is only thinking about that situation about 5 minutes or so out of the day, and they're not in your shoes, and they haven't experienced the things that you've experienced. Yeah, okay. Kind of went on a tangent there, sorry. Okay, so this was actually one of my grandma's pens, but it's a circle, which reminds me again of you having this. First off, I do feel like this opportunity is going to come because this does remind me of the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, I feel like, for you are around the corner, but you have to kind of quit the stuff, some of the things that you are doing, and complete this cycle here within yourself. This healing cycle as well within yourself. Okay, so this is my my little, I can't ever remember the name of these things, but you know, it's a little stand that you put clothes on. Actually have one sitting in my garage. I could not tell you the name of this thing off the top of my head, but body image, okay? This may have something to do with your body image, how you see yourself, maybe not ever feeling like you're at a point to where you want to be. Are we ever? I mean, I feel like even the best person can feel great about their body, but they can always want something more. They can always keep pursuing for more and more, or better and better, you know? But it's about that self-worth of recognizing that your value comes from within. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's so true. The more that you feel confident with who you are, the more you feel confident with what you look like on the outside. I mean, it's just two of the same. It comes along with it. That's something that I think that you need to acknowledge. If you're worried at all about if this person finds you attractive, trust me, you can just stop worrying. Every bit of that is here. They're having a really hard time letting that go. So, okay, so let's get some initials. Oh my gosh, I'm not taking that many. I grabbed way too many. Okay. This is enough. We got a lot of letters here, though. We have 2, which is those decisions. We have the 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles here as well. So you making good choices for yourself moving forward and taking those opportunities. We have 6, which is the Lovers in Tarot. So taking the opportunity for love. It's also about healing, taking the opportunity to heal things. It's also can be a number of there's just being harmony in your life, choosing harmony in your life, choosing less stress. You know, when we get worried about how things are going to work out, that's just adding to everything. If you already have a lot of responsibility, again, it's just another part just added to it. You need to find your peace here, really. And you have an 8 here as well. Now, this added together is also 8, so 88 may be significant to someone. But 8 is the number of making progress, mastering a skill, and we had that mastery of that lesson that's there. It's also about, you know, taking action in a situation. So if you were going to make a choice to take action towards healing, then there you go. 26 might be significant. I don't know why, but they're telling me that. Okay. So you also have Crossroads. There's an X here. So, I mean, you're sitting at that crossroads trying to decide what to do moving forward. We have BS. So there's a lot of BS that may be around you, or that could be somebody's initials as well. We have T here, an N, I have an O, a W, I have toe, may have something to do with towing something. We also have Q, another Q, a Y, two Ys, an L. Somebody may be asking why something happened. We have an I, a O, a U, I owe you. You may owe this person or they may owe you something. A K, and another Y. We have three Ys. There's a lot of Ys. There's a lot of unanswered questions here with the two Qs and the three Ys. This person has a lot of questions that they want to answer or talk about. There's definitely a heart-to-heart conversation that needs to take place here, for sure. So these could be initials. There we have Lou in the bowl. I always point that out because it's my grandmother's name. But Lou may be significant but for somebody. Oh my gosh, and there's three I's here too. A lot of unanswered questions, I feel like, here, guys. We have now. Make a decision now. At that crossroads, you need to move now. We have quit. Quit sabotaging yourself. We have, I'm trying to see, I really just tried to kind of see things that are, oh, well, look here. I was going to say we have union, but there's only one N. Okay, so I guess I'm going to leave y'all here. We have NY, New York might be significant. Kind of fell together there. We have win. It's like you're just wanting to win at something. You just want to have a win under your belt. But again, a lot of that is, you know, you kind of holding yourself back in things. We have soon, so things could be happening and are unfolding very soon. Drop the BS, already said that. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hold these up so y'all can see them. I'm gonna stop. I could keep going, but I'm gonna leave it here. So I hope that this resonates, guys. I hope this helps you moving forward if you were looking for a sign, looking for clarity of any sort. This was a long reading. Of course it was, because it's one of my readings. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonates. Hope it helps you moving forward. And if y'all want a personal reading from me, my information for that is in the description box. Those are just as long as this. I have some that are shorter, but anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your love and your support always and your kindness. And I hope to see you soon, guys. Bye.